Boston's news leader. This is WCVB NewsCenter 5 at 11.
A Rhode Island man battling Ebola in Africa is due back on U.S. soil on Monday. Ashoka Mukpo will be treated at the very same Nebraska hospital that cured Massachusetts Dr. Rick Sacre of Ebola just last month. Mukpo contracted the illness while working as a freelance camera operator for NBC in Liberia. His family in Rhode Island says they're devastated, but they're also hopeful.
And I was sitting at a table in a meeting, and my son said, "Dad, please pick up the phone. I think I'm in trouble."
He's trying to keep his spirits up, but of course it's a very difficult time for him.
And Mukpo's fellow journalists have decided to self-quarantine as a precaution.
Relatives of a man battling Ebola in Texas are on the move. They've relocated to a private home in a gated community that's been offered by a volunteer. Hazmat crews are decontaminating the Dallas home you see there. Thomas Eric Duncan was staying there when he started showing symptoms of the virus. Texas health officials have narrowed to 50 the number of people being monitored for possible exposure to Duncan. And tonight, Boston first responders ready in case the virus spreads here. EMS crews fully prepared, and that includes the special equipment needed if Ebola is even suspected. Our Mary Saladna is live outside Boston Medical Center. Mary?
Yeah, and JC, by the time that ambulance pulls in here, hospital staffers will have been warned, an infectious patient stabilized and contained.
They are in the streets and on the front lines, and Boston EMTs are ready for Ebola.
We have a very robust infectious control policy. We train in it all the time. We do stuff like this all the time. So it's something that we use more than we don't.
It is a VTK, or Victim Transport Kit. If there's even the hint of an infectious disease, paramedics will dress in protective suits, gloves, goggles, and masks, and won't hesitate to suit up the patient as well.
As you can see, we put a mask on it, protect their eyes and protect ours from any mucous membranes. And this suit allows us to totally encapsulate them.
There are even plastic drapes to quickly hang and seal off the interior of the ambulance if necessary.
It's a long process to decontaminate an ambulance. So with this, it decreases the risk of contamination.
The screening process begins the moment the 911 call comes in to dispatch.
We have persons who have fever. One of the procedures our call takers do will be attempt to find if someone's had recent travel out of a country to an affected area, or they've been exposed to any patients who have been treated or diagnosed with Ebola.
Now, Boston EMS started refresher training in Ebola containment back in late July, but they say infectious disease containment is the goal every day. In Boston, I'm Mary Saladna, WCVB NewsCenter 5.